Happy New Year and welcome to Vonderheide Design. I'm Chastity Vonderheide and it is 2021. Wipe off your brow, take a deep breath. We made it through. 2021. Now it's time to take down Christmas if you haven't already, but yet it's still not time to decorate for Valentine just yet. We're obviously in winter months, so how do we decorate? Let's just decorate for the winter. I have not actually taken down my Christmas decor inside, but I'm actually going to do that after this video is over. But I have decorated outside for winter, and so today I'd just like to share what I've done to hopefully maybe give you a couple of ideas. Ready? Let's go. Okay, so we are going to start with a large pot. I've already filled it with potting soil, and then I'm going to insert my birchwood limbs that I found at Home Goods. I just insert them all the way to the bottom to make sure they're secure. I have evergreens in my yard, so I just cut several limbs off the bottom of a cedar tree and also a pine tree. And I'm just inserting them in a, not a really certain manner, just a way to where they can fall naturally however they will, to give it more of a natural look. And then here I'm going to add in my pine needles just to give it a variations of greens and texture. Anytime you're decorating for winter, you have to have some evergreens in the mix, right? Okay, and then I'm going to start a second pot. Here I'm only going to insert 2 birchwood limbs because the store only had 5 when I purchased these. But rule of thumb, when you're decorating in groups, decorate in odd numbers. As 3 or 5, your eye tends to move toward odd number things. So when you're decorating, just remember to, and when you're decorating in groups, just to go with 3, 5, etc. And here I'm just going to do the same thing as I did the first one. Insert my cedar. I made 2 arrangements so I could go on either side of my door. And then again, I'm going to insert my pine. When I cut this, the cedar tree smelled so good. Even as I walk out of my front door now, I can still smell that fresh cedar cut. And this arrangement, it smells so good. Next, I'm going to use some eucalyptus vines that I picked up at Walmart the day after Christmas that was on clearance, just to have more texture and variations of color. They have all their Christmas things. Actually, when I went, it was 50% off, but I think now it's 75% off. I also picked up these flocked needles, pine needles with pine cones on there, and I'm going to add that to the arrangement. Just as you do flower pots, you add variations of color, and I know these are flocked and the rest of it's not, but I wanted the color of just a kiss of snow inside my arrangement. I live in the South. we don't get very much snow, so it's very much appreciated when we do get a glimpse of it. Our winters here are very mild. But we still like the look of things that are snowy for winter. I'll pull the berries off. It just had too much of a Christmas look with the red berries on there, so I wanted to pull those off and just have the flock with pine needles. Next, I'm just inserting these sticks that I found at Home Goods. They were on clearance also, just to kind of give it some more variations and have it more of just a natural look. And then I'm doing the same thing in my first arrangement. I really kind of thought that I would put these picks in there, but decided against it. They were just a little too white, bright for the arrangement, so I decided to leave those off. While I was at Walmart, I just grabbed these pine cone bags. They were on clearance too, and it was a nice surprise to see this large pine cone in the mix, and so I decided just to add that to my arrangement. I thought that that would be pretty. These smelled really good too. I'm not sure what scent they had on there, but it was a nice scent just to add to the fresh cut cedar. So this whole flower arrangement it smells really good. Just has a winter scent to it. And then I just pull these over to my front door. Next, I'm going to add a winter wreath to my door that I found at Home Goods. It's just cedar with pine cones and a nice plaid bow, just to add to the look. And I kind of clean up my mess, and then I'm going to clean off this little table and add a fun little winter scene here. I use a flock tree that I actually used that in my Christmas decor, but I'm going to continue to use it. And then I had this little snowman and a little plaque I picked up at Hobby Lobby on clearance. Then on the other end of the porch, I'm just going to add a cozy blanket and pillows to our chair. My husband and I love to sit on the front porch and just kind of adding that to the whole decor. Yep, and this is pretty much what we did. Thank you for watching today. Today is actually my first YouTube video, so I would greatly appreciate it if you would just hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and help me grow this channel. I have some great ideas that I would love to share with you guys, and I would love for you to come back to watch those. Happy New Year, and I hope to see you next time.